It's a monsoon. God. Monsoon out there. The monsoon out there. Got trench foot.
I'm cold.
You're cold. I'm cold.
There's a blower in my face.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I am sanding.
Oh, fun. You love sanding.
How good do I look right now?
You look fantastic.
I'm cold. Look at this. Where'd it go?
What?
That blower thing was right on me. I'm cold. I'm miserable. I'm getting sand.
Tell me about it.
Did you see Matt's post?
No.
His reverse isn't working.
In a Suburban?
Yep.
Phenomenal.
You know what that means?
What?
We're down a tow vehicle.
Great. Holy mackerel. Hey, look at me real quick. you got a mustache.
This is not my best self.
Alright, so to explain to everybody where we're at, these are the frame ties for the Dart that we're fitting up. So this will connect the two subframes together. These cars are unibody from the factory. So you have a front subframe and a rear subframe. So I ordered these frame ties, and these are really cool because they're laser cut and they basically contour to the floor, and then so you don't have to cut the floor open to tie the front and the back of the car together like you used to have to do. So these lay up in there, they follow the contours of the floor really well, and you kind of fit them up there, do a little fitting, a little grinding here and there.
And you mostly got to grind them down to fit, just because over the years I think this floor has just kind of sagged down a little bit.
Sure, yeah.
So,
it's a 50-plus-year-old car. So
I'm actually surprised that was all the fitting you had to do.
Yeah, no, they weren't bad at all.
No.
So they fit real nice. So so now basically we just have to come along and start welding this to the floor. And the advantage to this is that the original floor never gets cut open, so you never weaken the car before you strengthen it. So these are really neat, and these will give us something to tie the roll bar to and just stiffen the car up. So
what company did you order these from?
these are from, I think, called USCT. And I don't,
people will be asking.
I don't remember what that stands for, but they do a lot of this stuff, a lot of chassis stuff for Mopar. So really nice. Gives us a nice flat frame rail on the bottom here. You can see, I mean, my gosh, this is 5 inches right here of new steel. So they fit really good. We got one side fit up and ready to weld, and we'll get it tacked in place and then start on the other side.
It's got flash banged.
Okay, so some people have been asking about my custom Dewalt lights. So I made these. So what this is here is a 3D printed like battery tap, and they make these for all different Milwaukee, DeWalt, Ryobi, Makita. You can buy these off of eBay or Amazon, but it's just 3D printed plastic, and they just slide into onto your battery and pick up power. So I didn't make these, I did buy these, but these are just cheapo little LED like landscape lights or something like that, or security lights. That's all these are. These are floodlights. These are like $10 maybe. I don't know. So this whole thing together is like $12 right here. $12 is what this is. And this just goes on here and slides on these batteries, and as you can see, it's insanely bright. And then the Super Deluxe model. The Super Deluxe model has a dimmer on it. So I was experimenting with a dimmer. So this one can be dimmed down, so you can probably actually see that.
So nobody else has these.
No, this is a little homegrown.
You better like.
And I like.
Dewalt's gonna come out with one of those like tomorrow.
Patent it.
And these dimmers you can buy these on Amazon or eBay too. These are cheap. I mean, they're just LED dimmers and they're really cool. And these lights are just insanely bright. But this one's a little smaller than this one. But
if Dewalt has one of these, but like next year, I'm gonna be like.
I have a love-hate, mostly hate relationship with the Dewalt lights because they're just big, bulky, and they don't put out light like I like. So this is so compact and small, and I mean this thing lights up a room. So anyway, that's what that is. Okay, so what we're doing now is this is the front leaf spring relocation part of the frame rail. So what we do is we mark the frame rail where this is going to go, and we'll actually cut this part of the frame rail out. So, and then this will go in its place. So we've got everything cleaned up here. I'll mark this, and then we'll start cutting the frame rail out. Okay, so we've got the frame marked up here. You can see that I've got my line here and here. So we'll come in, and again, this is gonna go right in its place, but centered under the frame. So we could actually just cut this piece of the original frame out, and then we'll weld this in. All right. Okay, so we've got the frame rail cut around the front side, the whole side, down here, and then here. And you can see that all we've got is one more cut on the other side, but this part's loose, and so we'll finish up on the other side and get this thing out of here. The dirt coming out. Oh my. Alright, here we go.
Woohoo!
It's out. So now we'll clean it up and weld the new piece in. Things we got to do is we have to make sure that this is square with the car, that it's running straight down with the car, it's not off on an angle, because being that this is the front leaf spring pivot, if this is crooked off to one side, it could bind the leaf spring. So what I'm doing is I've got my angle gauge here, and when I put it on here, it's at 89.1 degrees right now. 89 is flashing between. Then when I go over here on my frame rail, 89.15, it's exactly the same. There's no difference in it. So I know that this is straight up and down right now with the car. It's absolutely parallel with the car right now. And then, so I'll tack it in place here, and then what I'll do is I'll check it to make sure it's running perpendicular or parallel with the car. so we got the Caltrax leaf spring all ready to go and ready to test fit in the car. So here we go. So we will start with the front one. Car. Okay, so here we go. Leaf spring, both leaf springs are in the car now. We got finished welding to do, but everything is tacked in place, and for the first time ever, well, for a long time anyway, it's now back to a leaf spring car. So we have now, with the springs moved in, we have 13 inches of clearance between the inner fender and the lip of this fender right here, so there's plenty of room for that 275 in there. So.
Oh, they don't even know that.
Oh.
Check out what he got actually.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, while we were away at New Orleans, he went God mode and just did everything and bought everything.
Yeah, so this is the 275 fits under there really nice. It really, really does. So it's gonna be a nice setup.
So you had to buy the wheels to figure out where everything was gonna line up too.
Well, the next step is to order a rear end for the car. So without knowing where the wheel and tires were going to sit within the fender, I couldn't determine how wide the rear end needed to be. So we kind of had to. These cars are real tricky because of this flat top of the fender, with the lip and everything like that. It's kind of a tricky car instead of, a big rounded fender.
Didn't you want to take out that lip?
No.
No?
Oh, I did on the inside. It's gone.
Oh, okay.
It's gone. But they fit really good. There's plenty of, I'll show you how much room there is between the leaf spring and the, look here, look how much room now there is between the leaf spring and the tire.
That's so much better.
It's 4 inches now, even with that 275. Before we couldn't even, that 235 was wedged in there, but now we've got plenty of room, so everything is coming together real nice.
All right, guys, welcome back. We are at the Kovalik residence.
Yeah.
Working on the Dart today. We've been jumping around footage a little bit, so just try and keep track a little bit, but this is the last day we're gonna work on it, and then I'm gonna edit this video tonight. But Matt is here today, helping out.
It's gonna be pretty funny because how my dad and Matt work on cars is probably about polar opposites.
Right, exactly, yeah. So maybe Jeff can teach Matt some things today.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we learn something new every day, so I'm sure Matt will learn something new, even though he's been working on cars way longer than we have. But so we'll go over everything that's been done at the end of the video. We'll show the frame ties and everything that they've worked on, and Jeff even got some radials that are set up under the car, so we can kind of see what it's going to look like, and it looks great. We got some new wheels, and it's going to look freaking gangster, so let's get to work.
the hood, so I don't want to open it.
Mopar junk.
Mopar jump. It's clean though. This ain't super clean.
Yeah, you could like eat off of the whole car.
Yeah. Oh, small block action.
Big block.
There's a big block?
Yeah, it's a 440.
Medium.
Medium. It doesn't look that big. Maybe because it's in a boat?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
A lot of room in this car.
There's a lot.
Hey.
You can fit a whole other half a small block in there.
It's probably a good race for the Nova.
This?
Yeah. I mean, it's all motor.
On motor, maybe, yeah.
What do you run on motor?
Like 660s.
I think the Nova would win.
Well, obviously. I mean, that's just anyway.
Well, yeah. Have you never done like a quarter mile in that?
Quarter? Yeah, I know where it runs in a quarter.
With the big block in it?
That's highly classified information, though.
He just said his
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
8 mile time.
It doesn't care anymore.
Yeah. On motor.
Now it does at least.
I have to lock it in, Matt. What do you think?
Put some money on it. Lock in them lies. But he's got to drive. You treated me last time, me and playing that game.
What do you think, Matt?
Support bar for the main hoop. I feel you. And like, it looks like he like really gets in deep
Yes.
and like takes his time
He does.
and does everything we don't do.
He does everything once and he does it right.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's gonna come out that way.
I've been
Look
driving
at the
this.
wheel tire combo.
I like it. I like
It
it.
looks awesome.
I can't wait to see it all back together and all these things.
I can't wait to see how it's going to work. I mean, it was already doing so
Oh,
good
yeah.
with the junk setup that it had. Like,
It'll work, yeah. And you got the split monos, right? And Caltrax. That's the same setup I have. It works incredibly well. So
Yeah, these springs are hanging. They're under there. Cow tracks aren't on, but springs are moved in.
all you need now is more power. Yeah. I like them. Where'd you get them plates from?
Those boxes.
The boxes, yeah.
There's a company that makes those.
I like how they're adjustable.
Yeah, so one of the cool things, the problem with these darts is the rear end is always too far forward for the fender well.
Right.
So this particular set, you can actually move the rear axle back 1.5 inches, which is what I did.
Yeah.
And I'll have no clearance issues on the front of the tire.
Nice.
So I don't have to hammer the hell out of the body
Yeah, just to make
or cut it off with a Sawzall. That's why it's in the back set of holes.
the back, and then you can go up one too.
You can lower,
if
yeah,
yeah.
went up, it would lower the car, but these are already 1 inch lower springs.
Okay, yeah.
So it's sitting about where it should be.
I like it. I don't know that you'll ever get into the point of needing it, but you can lower it, but it'll also change the way it hits with that.
Yeah, so this got cut out, so that's the
Okay.
original frame, and then those
Yeah.
boxes go in its place.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you got like a half Mustang adjustable torque box in the back of your dart.
Drive shaft tunnel is so offset on these cars. Fun fact, Mopar's about to have the most offset of anybody. Don't ever think this is in the middle of the car, because it's never in the middle of the car.
just a Mopar thing.
No, most every
most
car's
cars are
offset
not.
like that.
Yeah, they're not dead center. But that one's like really, you can physically see how far that one off is. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna make 2 supports and then come down and do like 6x6 plates in the floor here?
Yeah, so the main hoop will go on top of this,
Yep.
and then the kicker will come down and hit here.
Yeah.
And then so the door bar will come off the main hoop, obviously,
Yeah.
but I can't set the main hoop until this is in place. So
Yep.
this will weld to the rocker, to the new frame rail and to the center tunnel, making it absolutely as stiff as it can be.
Yeah.
The main hoop fits really good, but obviously it's got to get shortened now. So I had to get these in place first. So
now here's my question: when you do like the back hoops, are you going through like the speaker box holes? So are you going to do it? This is the way I've seen other people do it. To get that top one, if you're fitting it real tight, tack it all in place, but don't tack it to that. So you can tack it and then drop it down.
Oh, right.
Get
Roll it all the way around.
roll it all the way. Yep. See? He ain't gonna do that because I think.
No, because you end up with a 4-point that you shift back into place, and then you weld the main hoop into place. Otherwise, you can never weld around the top.
Well, I think it's something like 60% of the bar has to be welded to pass or something. But I always hated that. Like, I forget what the actual NHRA
If you can't weld it fully, you can gusset it. Because my car's the same way.
Yeah.
My car has gussets because they couldn't weld up in here around the top side.
Right.
So that's acceptable as long as you have to gusset on two sides, on both sides. Because that's got a full chrome molded cage in it, but they never cut the roof off. So no, it'll be 100%.
All right. So what can we do?
Start scraping.
Yeah. Start scraping all this out.
What's this doing there? Yeah, it's got a little bit more to go there.
Yeah, we can take the wire wheel and start cleaning that up so we got a nice spot to start mounting the fit mat.
Let me, so once you have 2 marks to line up, you just use a laser. You just mark along a laser. And then you can, because you can never lay a straight edge across a radius like that, right? So here's the other side, right there. Now that's where we need that's where this frame rail will go. And then we flip this around this way, run it across our line. See, that goes right up the rocker here. See that? I don't know if that shows up on video, but you can never lay a straight edge across that, so you use a laser.
Normally we just go straight.
Eyeball it.
That's about right. Right here. Looks really good.
That's what I'm doing with the laser.
I've never even seen one of those like laser pointers.
So that's basically where we need to strip down the bare metal. What you doing?
Sanding.
Why?
So we can put these plates in here. We're getting started on the cage today.
What's that plate do?
When the cage goes through the speaker holes, is this where it attaches to?
Yes. Show us where it's going. So the bar will come off the main hoop and then come down and land on those plates. Yep. Just like that. That's dead center of the frame rail. This is the center of the frame rail, this hole right here, and you can see there's spot welds on both sides down through here. And the reason that hole is there is when they built these cars, that was an alignment hole. So they would align the body panel and the frame rail at the same time by sticking a pin down through there. As you look down through there, there's the exact same hole right there through the frame rail. So this always on a Mopar signifies the dead center of the frame. What are you doing there, man?
Well, it's had a lot of heat. I'm trying. My bicep's going to be 5 times the size after this.
50-year-old undercoating and and probably some rubber from tires. Matt's in the house.
What's up with the old school James?
What are you doing, man?
We're grinding down this floor. Well, not really grinding it down, but removing all the paint, all the, you know, any of this rubberized crap, all that stuff, so we can put a nice piece there to put the main hoop to. This is about ready, so if we start cutting up that other piece, you made the template, you can fit that in, and you can see how they both look together, then maybe double check with the bar on top of them, triple 1,000 check it, weld it once. Game plan.
How's it going, Thomas?
Just trying not to set myself on fire.
Or the car.
Alright. See if this fits. Dropped it in the mud. I dropped it in the mud. There you go. So, see this? Yeah, the floor does this.
Yeah.
So I gotta notch that out, because that's keeping it from falling into place where I want it. I need another propane tank. I thought I had some more.
Well, I just don't know how to get it without getting it in my eyes. Reach that.
Glasses?
I'm getting hot stuff on my face.
You need safety glasses for me to put on your safety glasses.
Right.
Well, that's upside down. There you go, precious.
There you go. Is there a place nearby where we can grab another torch?
Nitrous.
That ain't gonna work.
God, I got another propane tank here somewhere.
You have one in the trailer? Well, why would you have one in the trailer?
That's not a big deal. I'll
bottles.
go grab another one because I keep them around for heating up the nitrous anyway.
5 o'clock.
Yeah, see
You
that
aim
smoke
that
rolling
thing
off
away from
there?
me. I'm about to catch on fire from the torpedo heater.
What do you want?
The torpedo heater's catching my leg on fire.
Tommy's playing with fire today.
Yeah. I'll go grab one of the good ones. Yeah, the bottle deals. Those things are just
Man, this thing. Look at this floor on this side. Look at this right here.
Yeah.
That didn't have it on the other side, so it's just going to take a little more fitting.
a little more
I don't want
trimming.
to bash the floor all up because that's a weld between two panels.
Yeah. All right.
It takes a little more fitting.
I'll go to Lowe's.
So we got to cut 2 inches off of this. Minimum. I'll probably do 2 1/8 to fit it back in the car. So we'll make a series of marks around the perimeter. Tell you what, you can hold it up like that. Good. Show you a way to cheat when you do something like this. So the easiest way to mark around like this piece of tape. So you make a couple marks. You just go around, do that. Connect your two. All you need is 2 at that point. Mess that up. Hold on.
Cut.
Please hold. There we go. So there. Left my marker over here. know that it's your mark. All right, take it out here and cut it.
All right.
I'm not cutting it.
Death wheel, death wheel, death wheel.
I will cut it.
I cut straight lines. I'm not messing it up.
Well, this is a circle.
It's a straight line. You gotta cut through it.
But it's also a circle.
Set it in here so the bar is sticking through there. Nope.
Oh, goodness.
Nope. Nope. You gonna cut up there? Are you seriously gonna cut up there? How would you? Nope. Nope.
Oh, this way, this way, this way.
There you go. Dear God.
We're works in progress.
Give yourself some room to cut. That's probably gonna want to drop to the ground, which is okay. You can. I'm gonna go down. I'll cut this one. Where's my safety glasses? Do it this way. Very easy because you're just.
I'll do it.
You get as much as you can while you're standing in one spot, and then you can move to your location.
Cut your bar.
Okay, hurry up. It's getting dark. Tommy.
The camera.
This is why I'm not cutting
Wait.
this.
Oh, you're friendly.
It's already filming. This is why I'm not gonna cut this. Because when I had to work with my dad and I had to cut catch basins, you know, like the black plastic drain tile, okay? The catch basins where they need to be, almost like you have to cut it like that. I would sit there and go through 3 batteries, cutting all the way around because I'd keep jumping loops, so I would just like keep cutting spirals. I'm not very efficient when I need to cut a straight line.
Oh, just cut that thing.
No.
So there's Matt.
We'll be here all night. just we'll be here.
All right, give him camera.
Oh. All right, here's your change. I grabbed you 2 because they were $5. So I was like, it's worth not going back to Lowe's. And I got spicy gas if you want to try the spicy gas.
What's the spicy gas?
The spicy gas is the yellow bottles. So the blue is the propane, the yellow is the map torches. This is what I use.
Stuff.
Yeah, this is what I use to heat up my nitrous with. It burns a lot hotter. It's more expensive, but it burns a lot hotter.
You're not supposed to tell people you heat up your nitrous bottles with torches.
I heat up my nitrous bottle with torches every time for the last 10 years that I've had nitrous.
And he's still standing here.
Yep.
By the way. Can you see?
Yeah. So, this way?
Yep.
You gonna borrow my readers?
Make sure you're level. Nope, you gotta be up. Yep.
I think I'd rather do it the other way. That seems easier.
Okay.
For a beginner, at least.
Okay.
These are all
We
things.
can make this happen. Okay, tighten her up. There you go, wifey.
Let me put my 2 cents in.
Well, you only got 2 cents.
That's right. That's about all I'm good for.
Ohio chassis work.
This way?
Yep. Make sure you straight up and down. Yep. Just cut around the edge of that. Take it.
Fingers are too small for these gloves.
Turn on.
What?
Turn on before you touch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Just let it drop. Let it drop. It's crooked. Just hold it in one spot. And let it. Nope. Just let it ease its way down. Push down. See? Don't push. Let it drop itself straight down. Don't go back and forth. All you gotta do. Oh look, you only got a little bit left, you see? So look, here's all you gotta do. Hold me left. See that little piece that's left in there, you see it?
At least I tried it.
Yeah, you did good. You did good. It's a nice cut. Good cut. What's that thing here? I'll help you. Let me carry it the other way.
Oh gosh.
All right.
I'm gonna grab these glasses.
Okay. You go to the other side. I'm gonna feed it through to you. Ready? Oh, slow down. See what we got here. Okay, we gotta go down on the floor, behind the light, and then back up. There we go.
That's tight.
Look at that. So we're probably gonna cut about another ½ inch off. But
Is it hitting? Oh, that's pretty tight.
oh yeah. Well,
Half an inch would be pretty much perfect, I think.
yeah, I didn't want to overcut it.
You can always cut more.
You can always cut more. You can't put it back on. Putting those kickers on
yeah.
there. See, now they have somewhere to land. They actually have a structure to land onto.
Yeah.
Instead of me plating that, I don't. There's nothing wrong with plating it, but this is, if you can do something like this is the way to go. So here's what I want to do though. I want you to set the seat in there. I need you to sit in here
Yeah.
to see where you're going to be.
That's gonna determine a whole lot.
Yeah, that feels right.
So do that. Crossbar probably be about here.
Oof. Might be too far back a little bit. I think you're up too far, aren't you?
You look crammed.
I know.
I
Yeah.
can go back a little bit.
There's one
There's
more
more-
spot to move back.
Yeah, there's more slots in the seat.
One slot left.
You know, move back.
Right there.
Right there. That's it. It's too far away.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, now you look too far away.
Yeah, now you're too far.
It's amazing if that 1 inch did. You got the bar mat?
Yep.
Okay. Here, let's scoot it back out. Right there. Yeah, I think
Yeah, that's
where
better.
That's where it was.
Yeah.
It's almost like it needs to be farther forward, but just needs to sit lower. I feel like the seat's so
Well, I
kinda high.
mean, I can lower the seat, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing whether I need to move the main hoop forward any, but
Molly, is there a special place you want me to put this?
yeah.
You'll still have enough room to actually put a bar there.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, just wait till you get that. When you get the cage in, and then the seat's bolted to the cage,
Oh, yeah,
it feels so,
more.
yeah, like, but it makes you do dumb things because you feel a lot safer in it because nothing moves. You're strapped down, and
Spoken from experience.
it's a true experience. How are things going, Tommy?
Fantastic. I had a huge ball of fire go up my sleeve. Like a little mouse.
I like this setup you got here. This little lean on the legs, and that's...
Well, if we had a lift,
oh,
we
Lord.
just put the car up on a lift and I'd be done an hour ago.
Spoiled rotten.
Yeah.
All summer to do that.
We didn't have a lift.
This is what we call started from the bottom. You're literally on the bottom right now. It's amazing how nice that welds when everything's clean.
Yeah, thank you. Because you cleaned it up. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, they're just tacked in. My God, feel them things. There's
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
that's 4 tacks on each one.
Oh, this thing's gonna be solid.
I like it.
Oh yeah.
I like it. I'll let get in here and do this. Oh yeah.
You'll be able to
I
get
already
it.
checked that, but sweet.
Right.
All right, that's all I'm doing for now.
Watch your pants. Oh wow. Was it hard? Was there any gaps that were hard to weld, or
No.
did you get it fit up right?
Oh no, no, it fit great.
That looks awesome.
No gaps at all.
That's awesome. Did you have to shave down any more high points, or?
Just a couple. Nothing big.
That's great. That looks fantastic.
Yep.
Nice. And you haven't done the other side, right?
Done painted.
Wow. Jeez. Let's look at the work I did.
Let's look at the mess.
That's my work. I have a pile's worth of undercoat and rubber. Thanks, Jeff.
So at this point, so the frame ties are in, the subframe connectors, they're in and completely welded. The leaf springs have been relocated in underneath the frame rail, so we've got tons of room for tire now. We have 13 inches of clearance under the car for tire now, which is absolutely awesome. Wheels and tires are here. They've been fitted. We're working on the roll bar now, kind of getting it fit up and start to get that in place. And then we got a rear end will be ordered probably Monday. And while we're waiting for the axle, we'll start working on everything else, and I'll probably start rewiring the car here next week. So
Oh, you're
That's
gonna
gonna take a
rewire.
while.
You're gonna.
we're gonna cut every wire out of the car, so
Oh god,
starting from scratch.
that'll be interesting.
Well, we're over 2 months on the rear end, so the goal is during that 2 months I'm waiting to get the car rewired. That's about enough time. So hopefully I'll be wrapped up with that when the axle shows up. So
Now, what rear are you going with?
we're gonna go with a 9-inch Ford from Strange.
So we've got a Ford rear end. We've got
GM transmission.
we got
Chrysler
a turbo
engine.
350, and then a Chrysler engine.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, it's
We always said it's a hybrid.
We're just trying to appeal to all three groups. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, we got it all covered. It's a total hybrid.
We get the Toyota people in here and like the JDM
Ah.
people.
That's where I draw the line.
We'll put a wide body kit on the Dart.
Again.
Have you ever seen them?
Yeah, they're actually kind of
Yeah, some of them are actually
like
kind of
something from
cool.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. we'll see you guys in the next video. We got a bunch of stuff to do still, but we're making progress. So
Slowly but surely.